Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are taking care of yourselves and keeping yourself healthy. Children, corona is rising. Please stay indoors. Do not go outside. Keep yourself hydrated. Drink warm water. Don't drink cold water right now. Children, please take care of yourself. Drink warm water. Eat lots of healthy food, fruits and leafy vegetables, because this will help you to increase your immunity. Okay, and please take care of yourself and use this time to study and learn something new. Okay, so welcome back to this English class. Today I will be teaching you about punctuation and capital letters. So in this lesson we are going to learn what is punctuation, the four common punctuation which we have learned in class 2 and class 3. Okay, and when do we use them in a sentence? Okay, the next thing we are going to learn is capital letters. Okay, when do we use capital letters? Okay, children. Now first let us understand what is the meaning of punctuation. Children, punctuation means to put a mark or a stop in your writing. Okay, whenever we are putting, suppose I am saying Ram is learning. Okay, suppose I am writing Ram is learning. I have put a full stop here. Okay, I am putting a stop in a sentence in my writing. Okay, so this is a punctuation. Okay, now why do we use punctuation, children? We use punctuation to make our writing clear and easy to understand. Okay, I'll give you one more example. Suppose, let us take an example of Ram only. Now see, children, I have not put here any punctuation. Okay, just see here. Ram has a dog, cat and parrot. He likes to play with them and takes care of them. He also has hens, ducks and goats. Now here the writing is okay. This is a very simple sentence. So you may be able to figure out which is a new sentence and which has some commas or punctuation. But if some for very difficult sentences, it is very difficult to understand the passage without punctuation. Okay, now suppose if I put a punctuation here, suppose here I have put a comma, I have put a full stop here. Okay, Now see children, now I have put a full stop and commas. Okay, Ram has a dog, cat and parrot. He likes to play with them and takes care of them. He also has hens, ducks and goats. So with the help of full stop and comma, I have made the passage much more clear and easy to understand. So when do we use punctuation in our writing? To make it clear and easy to understand. Okay, now we are going to learn about 4 types of punctuation. Okay. So first we are going to learn about full stop. Children, okay, so we will be learning 4 punctuations. Number 1, we are going to learn about full stop. Okay, then we are going to learn about comma. Then we are going to learn about question mark. And number 4, we are going to learn about apostrophe. Children, all these 4 punctuation is indirectly or directly being taught to you in the chapter of class 3. In class 3 and class 2, we have learned about these type of punctuations. So today I will be teaching you about them. Okay. So the first one is full stop. A very common one. Okay. Now when do we use full stop? Number 1, at the end of every sentence. Children, when we were revising the chapter sentence, you were being told that a sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Okay, so the first point, when do we use full stop? We use full stop at the end of every sentence. Okay, for example, I am teaching English. Okay, so I have put a full stop here. Okay, that means it's the end of a sentence. Okay, understood? Now, the next usage of full stop is whenever we are using abbreviations. Children, what are abbreviations? Abbreviations are short forms. Okay, it is used with abbreviations. Okay, it is used with abbreviations. For example, we have Doctor, MA, Okay children, so these are the examples of abbreviations. Doctor, okay, MA, it's a type of a college degree. Okay, it's a degree, postgraduate degree. Okay, MA. Then we have I.E. It is the full form of, it is a short form of that is. Okay, then we have etc. ETC dot, secondary dot, B.Ed. ED. Okay, all these are abbreviations. Okay, so with them we use full stop. Is it clear to you? Okay, so when do we use full stop? Number one, at the end of every sentence and with abbreviations or short forms. Now let us learn about comma. Okay children, so now let us learn about comma. Now when do we use comma children? Whenever we are talking, whenever we are writing more than one word in a sentence and all those words belong to the similar category of words, then we use comma. Whenever we are adding similar category of words in a sentence, we use comma. One example, Raman has pencil, comma eraser, comma scale and pens in his box. Now pencil, eraser, scale all come under the names of stationery items. So they belong to one group, that is a group of stationery items. Okay. So whenever we are talking about similar category of words in a sentence, we always put comma. Now the second use of comma is to separate yes or the word no from the whole sentence. For example, if I say here, for example, if you are asking me a question, can I come inside? Okay, and I am replying you with the answer, yes, you can come inside. So whenever we are using the word yes and no, we separate that word from the whole sentence with the help of comma. Okay. Okay, so here you can see for both after yes and no I have added a comma. Okay, so it is separating the word yes and no from the whole sentence. Understood? Now the third usage of comma is when we are addressing someone. Okay, whenever we are calling somebody or we are addressing someone, we put a comma. Okay, suppose, for example, now here I have given you two examples. Number one, Vinod. Okay, we are addressing Vinod here. Okay, here we are talking about Vinod. Okay, we are calling Vinod in this sentence. Vinod, your mother is calling you. So whenever we are addressing someone, we always put a comma. Similarly here also, girls. Okay, girls, open your books. So whenever we are addressing somebody, we always put a comma after them. Understood, children? Okay. Now, let us move to the third most important punctuation, that is question mark. I hope children you have understood when do we use commas. I'll again explain it to you. We use commas, number one, when we are using a similar category of words in a sentence. Okay, to separate those words in a sentence, we use comma. Number two, to separate the word yes and no in a sentence. Okay, and number three, whenever we are addressing someone, whenever we are calling out someone in the sentence, whenever we are writing a sentence in which there is an where we are calling, where we are showing that somebody is being called out, we use the punctuation comma. Understood? Now the third one is question mark. Now children, when do we use question mark? Very simple. Whenever we are asking questions. Okay. Whenever we are asking any type of questions, whether it's a WH question or a yes or no question, we always use question mark as the punctuation. For example, very easy one. What is the color of sky? We are asking a question. We are putting a question mark. Okay. Okay. Now children, this is also a type of question. Do you have a pencil? So we are putting a question mark in the end. So whenever we are using questions, okay, whenever we are asking, whenever we are writing question type of sentences, we always put a question mark as a punctuation. Understood? Now let us move to the last punctuation, that is apostrophe. Now children, what is an apostrophe? This is an apostrophe. Okay, it is just like a comma made in the above the sentence. Okay, above the words, whenever we make a comma, that is called as an apostrophe. Now when do we use apostrophe? Now children, in class 3 you have learned about short forms. We have learned about haven't, we have learned about aren't, we have learned about will, heel. All these are short forms. Okay. Now what is the difference between these short forms? Here we have removed letters. Whenever we remove letters and we put and we use short forms. Okay. Whenever we remove the letters and use short forms, we always put apostrophe. Okay. For example, so the first usage is when we omit a letter or letters. So see children, here I have added the short forms don't, he's, wheel. Now children, what we have done in here, we have removed the word here, we have removed letters. Okay, don't is the short form of do not. So we have removed the letter O here and we have put an apostrophe in its place. Okay, here he's. Okay, he's is the short form of he is. Okay, so whenever we are using apostrophe, okay, whenever we are using apostrophe, we are omitting a letter. Omitting means to remove one letter. Okay, omit means to remove a letter. The next type, the next usage of apostrophe is whenever we want to show a belonging. Okay, whenever I want to show that something belongs to me, whenever we want to show a possession or a belonging, we use apostrophe. Okay. Okay, so children, whenever we want to show belonging, we use apostrophe. Now what is here? With apostrophe, we are also adding S. Okay, understood? Whenever we are showing a belonging, with apostrophe, we are using the word S, the letter S. So here, we are talking about pen. Okay, this pen is of Rahul. Okay, so Rahul's pen is showing that the pen belongs to Rahul. Okay, we are showing a belonging here. That is why we have added the word apostrophe with S. Now here children, it is a plural word. Boys is a plural word. Okay, there are many boys we are talking about. So what is happening? Here we are only using the apostrophe. We are not adding any S. We are only using the apostrophe. Okay, so this is where we use apostrophe for plural words. Okay, so whenever we want to show the belonging, boys school. Okay, the school is belonging to boys. Okay, all the boys study in a boys school. Okay, this is showing the belonging of the boys. Okay, so whenever we are showing a belonging, we always use apostrophe. Understood children? So we have learned about these 4 punctuation. Now let us learn about capital letters. Now children, when do we use capital letters? Number 1, we use capital letters at the beginning of every sentence. Okay, for example, okay, now see here children, a teacher is coming to teach us. Okay, in this sentence the word is beginning with a capital letter. The word A is in capital letters. So whenever we are writing a sentence, the beginning word, the first word of the sentence will always start with a capital letter. We always also use capital letters when we are using a proper noun. Okay, suppose, for example, children, for example, Rohan is a proper noun. Okay, so we always use capital letters when we are writing some special names. For example, weekdays, like tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday. So the word Thursday will be in capital letters. Okay, or we are writing about months. Okay, or we are writing the names of rivers, or we are writing the names of all the famous personalities. Okay, big leaders. For all these names, okay, all the special names start with capital letters. Okay, understood? The third usage of capital letter is I. Whenever we use the pronoun I, we always write it in capital letters. We never write small letter I. Okay, for example, now look at the sentence here. Radha is coming here. I will take her to the mall. Okay. Now see children, the word I is always written in capital letters. It is never written in small letters. Okay children. So this was in today's chapter. I hope you have understood it. Okay. We have learned about the 4 punctuation and their uses. Then we have learned about capital letters. Okay, when do we use capital letters? Number 1, we use capital letters at the beginning of every sentence. Whenever we are using proper names, special names or proper nouns in a sentence, and whenever we are using the pronoun I. Okay, whenever we are using pronoun I in a sentence, the pronoun I is always written in capital letters. Okay children. So I will take your leave now. Take care and goodbye and have a nice day.